Daniel Emerson back. We're outside. Wanted to come back and talk a bit more about these Viair pumps. We're pretty excited about them. We've been talking about the TLC, which is a super compact little pump. It's really smaller than a floor pump and travels so nicely in a car. And it plugs into your DC adapter in your car, what we used to call a cigarette lighter, to power it. And this is the most powerful pump you can get that runs off a conventional DC adapter in your car. Now they do carry larger pumps. They have the Viair Plus and the Viair Pro. Now the TLC we talked about earlier is $160, about the same cost as a high quality floor pump with an extra chamber in it. The Viair Plus is $230 and the Pro is $450. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what pump might be best for you. I think for most people, and for me, I'd be very happy with this, but it's going to be very slow filling up a conventional car tire or trailer tire. It's going to take a while. So if you wanted a little more boost, this Plus version, not much bigger really, has a handy little compressor and then the same accessories as the other, and comes in a nice carry bag. And then the Pro, $450. This is getting to be some serious equipment. A little bigger compressor with a nice stable stand that you can place anywhere. And that's going to have a longer duty cycle. In other words, be able to run longer without overheating and also deliver a lot more pressure faster. So as you go up in price, you're going to pay more. So, you know, this product would probably be a pretty good product for people with do a lot of off-road work in their cars as well as bikers. This might be a good unit to have in a Sprinter van. We have a Sprinter van. You know, this is what I would put in the Sprinter for filling up those big old truck tires. But seems like a bit much for my everyday driver. Now, one of the things about these pumps, once you go into the higher power pumps, you actually need more power than you can get off the DC adapter in your car. In other words, your cigarette lighter is not going to power these. So it requires a little more work. They supply two ways of accomplishing that. One way is the brute force way. You clip these onto your battery, and that leaves you a plug that just the pump plugs directly into, kind of like a mini version of a trailer hitch plug. Now that's kind of, I mean, not my choice, but I do like this little bigger pump. So to set it up in my car, they also provide you a pigtail, and we can see the pigtail here. So now I've got my pigtail installed directly on my battery. It's just sitting here underneath my little weather guard. And to plug it in, here's our TLC Plus, nice little compact pump. All I got to do is plug it in. And turn on. So there we have it. So let's plug in our hose. We have our Presta adapter on there. See what happens. Does it just create an initial burst ready for our tubeless tire? There it is. So it's built up some pressure. It's now ready when I install the tubeless tire to give us that burst to seat the bead against the rim. Very nice. All right. Well, here we are with our partially installed tire. I've used the new Fillmore high flow Presta valve, the updated. So I've installed those, so I'm not going to have any resistance. And again, this is all about making tubeless tires super easy. So I've just got to fit the second half of this tire on here. Just get this bead more or less set. Get my sealant. So the sealant's really just a latex, and I don't know, I'm pretty generous with it. Get it in there. Flip the bead back on. Now this is the hardest install because you're putting new tires on and neither bead is set. A little bit of luck, I can snap it on. Let's get that sealant everywhere in the tire. Give us the best chance of getting a good pop when we... Yeah, you can see this tire is just kind of sitting in there. So we needed a good snap of pressure just to get it to come out. Which, good luck if you try to do that with a floor pump. Let's see if our Viair can do it. Close. There it goes. Nice. All right, we're at 30, 20, 30, 35. I'm gonna pump it up a bit and make sure we really get good pressure. Any leaks, we can make sure the sealant gets into it. 45. 50. All right. Spread our latex around, make sure it's hitting all the soft spots. Well, that was easy. So much easier than doing the same thing, even attempting with a floor pump. So I'm sold. Very exciting. I've got my new install. I'm going to stick with this TLC Plus. I like the size. I like the fact that it's a little faster, a little more initial pop than the TLC Lite. With these Fillmore valves, they're just going to put the final cap on, which pulls the valve closed permanently. And clean up my tire. My partner's going to be super happy. Getting a nice ride this weekend. And we'll be good to go. Well, thank you, TLC Air, the TLC Viair. A nice little kit ready for the next adventure.